Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we catch up with our coaches this week. Getting ready to head up on the road to Kirksville is our women's soccer team, and their assistant head coach, Lori Chalupny, joins us. And Lori, can't say enough about last weekend. Great victories, first ever win over a nationally ranked opponent. Just talk about the performance from the ladies last week.
Yeah, I think we're pretty pleased overall about the results last week. First of all, a really hard-fought win on Friday. Had to come back from being down a goal, and I thought the girls battled back really well. And then Quincy is always a game that we get up for. It's kind of a good rivalry for us, so we always put together a pretty good performance against them. We've fared well against them in the past, but this year, of course, with them being a ranked opponent, that was a little bit of extra motivation to just give it everything we had. And it was, I just think it's great for the girls to feel the success because they've been working really hard for it. So it's nice for them to kind of beat that team.
You know, one of the things, and I know we've talked about her, and we even just mentioned the staff, and I think Alex is tired of talking to me. 2 times this year, last week, Player of the Week once again on the offensive side in the conference. Nobody deserving more than her, but she has just been a catalyst for you guys up front. And Verve, on the assist side of things. So kind of the roles for Verve have kind of shifted a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Alex has been phenomenal this season. I think not just on the score sheet, but what she gives us defensively and just kind of the energy and the just all across the field. She's really a presence out there, and that's really taken a little bit off of Verve's shoulders, which I think has freed her up to be more of the playmaker and kind of taken a little bit of the load off of her. So hopefully we can have a little bit more lasting power for her, because I think by the end of the season last year she was pretty worn down, but she's carrying a lot for us. So this year I think we've got a lot of pieces around her that are kind of starting to kind of shoulder some of that burden.
And that's the thing too. We look at the NCAA stat sheet, and we get the conference stat sheets, and you see Alex and Verve right up there, and really you don't see some of the unknown stats and the defensive side of things, and really. You look at Allie Riddle right now, and the weekend that she had in shutting out Quincy was just unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, she has played really, really well. She kind of has the knack of coming up with that one big save that we need to kind of keep us in the game. And so she's been rock solid for us. Our defense has been incredible. The entire back line, we've actually had quite a few players that have stepped in and made an impact. And not to mention Casey Gonzalez, who's played right in front of the back line. And really, she's not on the stat sheet, but she is doing so much of the dirty work right in front of the back line and sweeping things up so that it never gets to that point. So she's done an incredible job for us.
First time ranked in the Division II era in the Midwest, 9th. First time in school history that we've both been ranked, both men and women, for just an entire soccer program, a soccer family here at Maryville. It's just got to be so gratifying.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I know, the girls are big supporters of the boys team and vice versa. And so it does feel good to kind of put Maryville on the map a little bit in terms of soccer. And we want to keep it going, though. We're not done yet.
Let's talk about this week. Couple tough ones on the road. Head up to Kirksville later on today to take on Truman tomorrow, and then William Jewell on Sunday. What have you seen on film, especially against Truman?
Yeah, Truman, a quality side. They always have been, and so that'll be a really good test for us. And I mean, every game that GLVC is. I mean, there's just every game is a big game. Every game is a tough challenge. But we're looking forward to that, to going on the road and having a good road performance, because I think that's kind of been the last little thing that we need to check off the list. So we're excited to have the opportunity to do that.
Awesome stuff. Good luck this weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, thanks.
Lori Chalupny joins us as always as the women's soccer team heads to Kirksville to take on Truman State on Friday. That'll be tomorrow. Their match is set to start at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon. Then they'll travel over to Kansas City to take on William Jewell. Noon start time for the women on Sunday. You'll be able to follow all the action on the GLVC Sports Network and on our Twitter feed at Maryville Saints. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.